Hey guys, so it's been a while since we've had any tutorials, mostly because we've been busy with school and not busy with CCY at all. But recently we got a request for a tutorial on how to hold your glow sticks. But before I go into that, I'm just going to make this whole tutorial on basics, just what you have to do to get started with glow stringing. Once you have your normal, any kind of glow sticks basically, so you start out with something like this. You have a glow stick, and usually it has this kind of hook right here, which is not necessary for our purposes. So what you do with that hook is you simply take some scissors and you clip it off so that you just have this oval piece right here, so it turns into something like this. Circular glow stick hole. And all you need for that is a pair of scissors. Now, what do you do after you have your glow stick? Well, you take your string. First of all, you want to figure out what's a good length. Now, you want your glow stick length to be anywhere between 12 inches of actual, like, loose space to about 24. You don't want to be anywhere smaller than 12 and bigger than 24. Now, these are the strings that come with the Revolution Ultras, which is an advanced 5-minute high-intensity glow stick. Now, when you fold them in half, you can notice that this is a bit too small. Actually, 12 inches is not good. I would say, actually, don't go any shorter than, like, 15. But either way, this is a 15. This is, I think, 16 inches when you fold it in half. And I personally don't like strings that are so short, because a lot of tricks like orbitals require you to have longer strings. But so what you could do with these kinds of strings is you could take them and make a normal, like, knot on one end here. You just put it into the hole of the glow stick like this, and then you just go ahead and tie it around like a normal, like, double knot, like this, and then you would pull it together, and then the tension would cause it not to fly off. Now, this is one thing you could do when your string isn't long enough. If your string is long enough, you just put one side of it through the hole, you bring it up, and you hold the strings like this, and you let the glow stick just slide to the bottom. And then up here, you could do the same double knot kind of thing, like so. So you tie a knot. So basically the start of what you would do in a shoelace knot, and then you do that same motion again. I don't know, just the most basic knot. You guys probably know how to do it. So you have that, and then you could close it off, and then it won't fly off. Now, when you're done doing that, however you do it, you just want to make sure that your strings are the same length, which is really important for most tricks. And if you decide to do the method where the string is not doubled back, so like this, you also want to make yourself a sort of loop on this end. So you could just take the end of it and fold it back and just tie like a knot around to give yourself a kind of loop like that, so you could put your finger through it. Now, after you have your whole glow stick configured, you can go ahead and start using it. This is something I already have made. This is my personal favorite. 45-inch strings, have them doubled back, knotted up here very, very tightly, and just put through the loop down here. So 45 divided by 2, that's like 22 and a half. 22 if you take out the ends. So basically, this is how long it is when I start swinging it. So perfect length for most of my tricks. Anyways, now, the next thing you do is, there's a couple ways of holding this. Some people prefer taking the string and just putting it on one of their fingers. The best finger to put it on is either your ring finger or your middle finger. What I do is my middle finger, that's my favorite. And then I just go ahead and wrap it around my hand once. So I have The reason I like this method is because you could have full control over it by pinching it right here with your 2 fingers. And you have full control over whichever way it swings here. Same thing if you do it with this string. Now, one quick note about having your string length. You want to adjust where on your hand you put the loop based on how your string winds up. So when I fully wind it around multiple times, as if doing a wrap, I want to be able to catch the string. Now this would be problematic if I had done a different kind of hold on the string, say I put it on my pinky. Putting it on my pinky would completely throw off the whole hold system, and I would have it behind my hand, and I would not be able to catch it, taking away from a lot of moves. So basically, this is one of your options, next finger is one of your options, and then another one of your options is doing this kind of loop. So you take the end of your string like this, you fold it back, and then you get 2 kind of circles right there. And then you just put either these 2 fingers or these 2 fingers through the holes. So you put it like this, and then it ties itself onto your hand. Now the nice thing about this knot is the harder you pull, the stronger the knot, so it's not going to fly off your hands. So that's how you swing it. Now this length would also be good for me because I'm able to hold it. Now again, this depends on what kind of, how big your hand is, how long your strings are, all of this. So you just play around with it once you have your glow sticks. Or again, I could do the same kind of knot like this and put around my 2 middle fingers, or my middle finger and my ring finger, and then I could play with it like this. Now the reason I'm gonna prefer this kind of hold is because you have more leverage over the strings. For example, if you're doing an orbital, it's a move that requires you to pull your hands apart. If you're pulling your hands apart, you have to awkwardly twist your hand like this when you're yanking this way, like that. But when you have your thing right here, you never have to like turn it around so much. You have full control over it when it's like this. Anyways, that's how you hold your glow sticks. And that's pretty much all you need to know. Oh, while I'm here, one more cool thing. If you're using Flow Toys or any kind of glow stick that has 2 different colors or more, I suggest reversing it. Reversing the glow stick, because having one of them with pink near the lace and blue on the tip, and then blue, the other glow stick would be blue on the lace and pink on the tip, because this creates a pattern that just looks a lot more awesome than what you would normally have. Now, to prove to you why that looks awesome, I'll just show you a quick thing of me doing some orbitals or something with these 2 different colors. Yeah, as you see, string near the pink and then string near the blue on the other one. Now, when I do something, orbital for example, you have pink and blue in both of the layers of the circle of the orbital, so it looks really, really cool. And that's about, oh, one thing I forgot. The thickness of your strings. So, there's a lot of talk about whether you want flat laces or round laces. Round laces are good because they don't get tangled as much, but flat laces are also good because when they do tangle, you have a lot of leverage over where the string is. So like for orbitals, I prefer having flat laces like this. And either way, you could see that the revolution laces are also flat. And that's it for your tutorial on basics.